guys know the rules, right? Switch on your cameras, guys. Everyone, Vijay, okay, we have Varsha, we have Ashish, we have Hussein, we have Suhail. Welcome. We have Shilpa, we have Royal Enfield, we have Pawan. Everyone, welcome to today's live session. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we have quite a super. Welcome back. It's really great to have all of you. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's good. Whew, that was awesome. Okay, guys, we have quite a number of people coming in. That's the reason I'm just waiting. All right, guys, let's start off today's session on time because we don't want to waste all the time. All right, guys, today is the final session where we'll be talking about how do leaders comprehend. And that is what you will all be learning more on. So, guys, let's have a recap of what all we did from day 1, day 2, and then we talk about day. Okay, so if you remember over here, so let's go ahead and see the performance of our students. Yes. So can you see the students? What we did on day number 1 was we focused on your reading speed over here. Give a round of applause over here. If you can see your names over here, Suman started with 231 and increased to 270. All right, we had Priyanka, she started from 168 words per minute and her final best score was 300 words per minute. Yeah, I'm hearing some noises, let me just mute. And you can see in the graph over here, guys, the blue is the first reading test and the red one is the final reading test. If you see, apart from one person, there will be everyone has an increase in their reading speed. This is what was achieved when we were together live. How do you guys feel? Do you see your names over here? I do not know. Suhail is over here. Suhail's name is over here. What about, let me just see. Awesome, awesome, guys. Welcome everyone who's joining right now. You know, in fact, this is the similar results even in my previous batch. Everyone happened to boost their reading speed. If you see in the previous batch, see on the left side, see on the right side, and everyone have increased their reading speed. This is the power when you go ahead, have the right strategies and have the right mood. You don't have to go through a long process. Everything can be done much, much faster. Congratulations, everyone, for going ahead and taking part over here. This is what results are produced when like-minded people join. Congratulations over here, guys. All right, guys. Okay, let me just add up everyone. Okay, good. So you what? Yesterday I got this message. Saud, sir, can you just tell me why do you go into this reading books niche of coaching? So here's something which I want to share with you. My story with you guys. You know, most people, when you see someone in that particular niche as an expert, we all assume that this person is a superstar. He's been reading books. But to be really honest, I never like to read books. This is my reality, guys. Throughout my school days, I always hated to read books. The only books I read were textbooks. This is my reality. Coming from a family of doctor and engineer, I didn't have any options apart from reading academic books. I forcefully would read. And like every student in the class, I adopted the same strategy. Mug up, vomit in it, and then complete it. And that's all we did. But that strategy was not a wasteful strategy. It worked. I did finish my bachelor's in computer science from Bangalore. And I have even got a scholarship to go to the US to do my thing. You can see me over here, guys. This is my graduation photograph over here. I was very proud of myself because I was the first person in my family to go to the US to do an MBA. I felt I've achieved everything in life. And I'm all set, super successful. But when I went to the workplace, realized there were a lot of expectations, new levels of expectations. I was seen as an expert and I had to solve problems. And being a slow reader, I was not able to learn new technology fast or speak the technological vocabulary in the board meetings. That's when I started realizing I'm not good here. And I really need to improve. How much ever I mucked up, the strategies which I adopted in school and college, they were not working. They were files, PDF files, documents, and I had to go and figure it out myself because there was no help for me at that point. I remember when I was in the board meeting and my boss asked me a question, what's the solution to this problem? And I was like looking to each other and saying, I don't know. And at that moment, it was an embarrassing moment, to be very honest. And he said, after coming off from the board meeting, he said, Saud, level up your game, or else it's too difficult for you. That moment, I've got a bit frightened if I don't do something. Having aspiration, I was. And I went back to my home. Well, it was not a home. It was basically a basement room I had. That was my room in New Jersey. I was just thinking, how do I overcome this challenge? Open my laptop and see that laptop over there. And then I started looking for solutions. How do I learn fast? And just like how you came across this program through an ad, there was no ad. I was Googling and I came across something called as speed. I found it interesting. Just like how you got interested. What is how to read 100 books? Everyone became curious. They logged in and they saw my program. The same thing. In fact, I went ahead and saw the demo and I paid for the program. And for the first time, I started seeing line. Doing a course outside my normal education that was students for the first time. And guess what? I started seeing results. Just like how everyone were able to see results, I started seeing something change. And that really gave me confidence. Wow, I'm really good. I can do this. That's when I started reading SAP and technical things. Going ahead and learning, getting more and more. And that's when I got back the power in me. I saw in myself, I'm pretty good. I saw myself as a leader. And that's when I went ahead and worked with my team and started performing well. I moved into L'Oreal. I was able to network with people. Speak with great confidence were there. I got recommendations. My projects were getting extended. My contract was getting extended. And I was able to get back the control and see myself as a team leader. That I can do something. This is not a tough job. It's easier because I knew how to learn faster, how to read faster, absorb those things. Whether it's technical, whether it's non-technical, I can figure it out, which I never learned in my MBA. This was learned when it was necessary. This is how I started becoming very passionate. I went on every course you see online. I have gone over there. I've attended live sessions. And I really became crazy over here with this speed reading because it really gave me results, recognition. You know, all these days I was just a resource in the company. Some person is there in the team. But now people start knowing my name because I was able to add value in the board meetings. That really felt great. And soon as I was reading more, I started helping my colleagues, my friends, family. And that's when I went ahead and decided, this is what I'm more passionate about. Came back to India and went ahead full-fledged and started helping more professionals, IT, IAs, students, corporate people. And that's when I was able to help them to read emails faster, documents faster, books faster, learn new skills, communicate, influence people. All this thing came up and I was able. Remember, this thing did not happen through watching videos. I was able to gain this through reading books. And with that said, guys, today I really want to inspire you to go deeper here so that you really get to know how good you really are. All these days, you were able to see what your potential is in fact. And today, I want to push you to the next step. You give me the permission to push you to the next level, guys. Type in the chat box, guys. There is some mic problem over here. Oh my God, I haven't been seeing the chat over here. Can you hear me? Okay, you cannot hear me? 1 minute. Oh God. What did you hear all this time? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, still some problem. I need to change. Now we can hear. Okay, thank you. All right, you didn't hear my story? It's an inspiring one, man. It's my story. Okay, let me just tell you in a very short brief over here, guys. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. Now you might be thinking that I'm a really super reader, a small person, a very good in reading. Okay, you might be thinking right now. Okay, but to be very honest, I wasn't like that. I hated to read books. That was my true reality. The only books I read were textbooks, and I had no options to really leave those textbooks because my father was a doctor, and I came from an engineering background. My uncles were engineers. So I had no option other than to read those textbooks. And the only way I had adopted a strategy was mug up, write, and pass the exams. That's all. That was my strategy. And it worked. I know you might be having adopted a strategy, guys, and you might have got yourself educated. The same thing I did, nothing fancy, nothing big. I did my engineering. I went ahead. The good thing was I was able to get a scholarship. That was a proud moment for me. And I went to the US. For the first time, my family, no one had gone. But when I went to the job market, I understood that there's a lot more to it. And you have to learn much faster, or else you'll get blamed and you'll be kicked out very fast. And with that pressure on me and seeing myself so small, after MBA, I was seeing myself like this. I'm the best, I'm a superstar. But when the reality came, I was like this. I was on the verge of becoming jobless. And that's when I started looking for solutions. And through Google, I came across people. Just like you, how you came across an ad, I went through Google. And that's my story. Went to that, started reading, applying for technical books, started seeing myself improve, just like how you have been going through, and just went ahead, took on courses, because I became really crazy in this. And that's my story. Okay, very short. I just want to give a recap over there. Hope this was inspiring for you. Okay, I'm just reading I hope everything is fine. Can you hear me, everything, guys? All good? Is my screen everything clear? Everything fine? Okay, awesome, guys. Okay, so here's, guys, my new mission over here is to help 1 lakh students as well as professionals who identify them as real leaders. Real leaders are not with the title, I'll tell you that. Real leaders are those people who can absorb information faster, who can learn faster, who can implement what they're learning faster, test it out, and create new projects, new jobs, new startups. Communicate faster, communicate better. Those are true leaders, guys. That is what I want. I want to inspire more people with this gift. In short, help them stand out in that. Because everyone goes through a normal education, but the real education happens beyond textbooks. And I felt that, I saw that, and I would inspire people to come back to books so that you really get to know how good you really are and how easy it is to really play at your potential. Okay? All right, thank you. Okay, guys, is my mic, is there some problem with the mic? Let me know. I'm getting some voice is not clear. Give me a moment, please. Today is going to change my mic. All right, are we clear right now, guys? Is this much better? Type in the chat box, guys. Let me get to know if everything is fine right now. Priyanka says yes, Kabir says yes, Amit says yes. Okay, awesome. Much better, clear. Okay. Thank you, Yeti, for saving me today. All right. Okay, let's go ahead to the next slide over here. Okay, here we are. Okay. All right, good guys. Now tell me, guys, in the chat box, how many of you do not like to read a fact-sized book? Or just escape yourself from reading a fact-sized book? How many of you do that? Type in the chat box. Everyone in the chat box, let me know if this is something which you have been practicing. The first thing when you say a book is the size. And then you decide, should I read this or no, or nahi chahiye, all that stuff. Everyone in the chat box, I want all of you to go ahead and type in, guys. Okay, I want Amit, I want Abhishek, I want Chaitanya, I want Popat, I want Hussein, I want Kabir. All of you to take part. Naz Khan, welcome back. Naveen, welcome back. I want all of you to type in the chat box, guys. I want to know, are we on the same page? Especially when you're reading a WhatsApp forward, which is too long. Do you avoid reading that, or do you go ahead and still read? Whether it's WhatsApp post, whether it's Facebook post. Let me know, guys, how many of you skip a long post to read? Don't avoid, but it takes too long. Occasionally, yes, I skip a lot. Nas says, Hussein says, yes. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let me mute. Thank you for being very honest, guys. It depends, Chaitanya says, sometimes, okay. Sometimes it does not. Okay, no problem. But I'll tell you one thing. Leaders never get overwhelmed when they see a fact-sized book, because they know a formula how to easily go through that book and absorb that value. As I told you, readers always read for their value. You remember yesterday? That was an aha moment, which I made you to realize. They know how to go through all that PDF files, all the documents, and come up with a solution to express in the board meetings, to help others, whatever it is. They never get overwhelmed with a fact-sized document, PDF, or a long email. They never do, because they are going ahead and looking for that value which will benefit them at that time, at that need of that hour. Is that clear? Now, you know what? I want to give you an activity over here, because I shared you about how to read. I talked about how leaders actually read for value. Let's do an experiment and activity. How many of you are ready for an activity, guys? Ready for an activity, guys? I want some energy, right? Awesome, 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 awesome. That's really good. Okay, good. Okay. Please, please. Do you see numbers on the screen right now? Everyone? Do you see numbers? You saw numbers, right? Okay. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you very much, Priyanka. Thank you, everyone. Happy Teachers Day for all of you guys. I want all of your focus over here. I want to make sure we finish within that time limit. Okay? All right. Now, question number 1. How many years of experience do you have with numbers? Tell me, guys. Addition, subtraction. The moment you got to know this is 1, 2, 3, just tell me, on a rough scale, how many years of experience do you have with numbers? Type in the chat box, guys. A silly question, but I want you to answer this. Come on, guys, answer it. How many years of experience do you have? I didn't get it. How many years? Since how many years do you know about numbers? You have seen numbers, you know addition, you have subtraction. How many years of experience do you have with the skill of addition, subtraction, counting numbers? 33 years. Hussein says 25 years. Pawan says 25 years. Awesome, awesome. So you guys have real good experience with numbers. So I can ask you a question related to numbers, give you an activity with numbers. It's easy, right? Okay. Nas, good question, good answer. Now what I want you to do, I'll time you up for 1 minute. Within that 1 minute, I want you to identify numbers in sequence order. The numbers are completely jumbled, right? You need to identify ways 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in sequence. And when I say stop, you need to tell me the final count, which was the last number you reached. Simple? Anything complicated over here, guys? Have you understood it clearly, guys? Identify the numbers in sequence order. Okay? Are we ready for that? I'll say 1 over here. I'll start with the timer. And I'll set it for 1 minute. And I'll show you the screen. Ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3, start. Starts looking at the numbers, identifying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No cheating. Go ahead and look for numbers in sequence order. The numbers are on every corner. Look everywhere, guys. You'll find the number. Hurry up, guys. Time is running up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on. 30 seconds left. Come on, guys. See left, right, top, bottom. Go ahead. Identify the numbers. Last 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and stop. Type in the chat box, which was your last number, guys? Swell says 15, Pawan says 31, Priyanka says, Amit says 22. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good. I want all of you to go ahead and type in, guys. Okay, Deepak says 20, Nas says 16, Simran says 22, Suman says 12. Ooh, guys. I couldn't find 32, that's why I got stuck. No problem. You had so many years of experience, right? Did I ask you a tough job? Tough question? Simple, right? With all that was experience, you were able to identify that score. I want you to realize that. Second, were you looking for the numbers where the numbers were able to help you out? Was it a one-way process of searching the numbers, or the numbers were popping up and saying, hey, I'm here, I'm here? Was it one-way or a two-way process in this activity? Let me know, guys. You had to put the efforts. That's one way. Two-way is the numbers were popping up also. Swell says one way. Okay, good. Now I tell you, with all that experience, you have got that score. Now, I want you to move and become a leader. I told you, right? Files of books, fact-sized books, everyone gets overwhelmed, but leaders go into that and have a strategy and easily are able to read with ease. That's what makes a leader stand out. Now, I want you to become a leader. Ready for that? Everyone ready for that? Now, here it is. Now, if we draw lines like this and like this, we have 4 quadrants. Now, I want you to identify where 1 is. 1 is here, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see the pattern over here? Are you able to see the pattern? Now that you have understood the pattern, you got to know how leaders are able to quickly identify that pattern. Let's see. Let's do the same task and see how good the score might be or how bad the score might be. Are we ready for that? I'll time you up once again for 1 minute. Let me share the screen and start. Everyone, see the pattern. See the pattern and start identifying the numbers. Continue to identify the numbers. 20 seconds, guys. Hurry up. You know the secret. You know the pattern. Now it should be easy for you guys. 30 seconds left. Go ahead and see the pattern. Identify the pattern. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you have finished, type in the chat box, guys. Let me know who has finished. Last 10 seconds. Push yourself, push yourself, push yourself. Awesome, awesome. I see people already doing. Type. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Last 3 seconds. And then we are out. Woo! What happened, guys? Wow. Let me see the score right now. Has everyone finished 50? Okay, Simran is 38. Naz is around 50. What about everyone over here, guys? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Did you have a higher score this time, guys? I see a lot of 50s over here this time. That's really good. Before there was only 20, 22. That was the range. And now all of a sudden, you have a higher score. Guys, this is what leadership reading is all about. While the rest of the people would believe in practice, 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 you'll identify the leaders. Take a moment, identify that pattern quickly, and then they stand out at ease. Okay, now tell me, did you experience a two-way communication over here, guys? Like the numbers were popping up and you're like, yeah, either. Was it like that? Or you had to put more efforts this time? Let me know, guys. Was it much easier second time compared to the first time? Everyone, I want all of you to type in the chat box, guys. Come on. Abhishek, Amit, Chaitanya, we need to communicate over here, guys. That's when we will really enjoy the session. Okay, Hussein says easy. Kabir says second time was easier. Pawan says, what about Naz? What about Naz has 50, so she really liked it, I guess. Okay, what about Pawan? This is what I'm talking about, the leadership's approach. Identifying the pattern and quickly going ahead and reading. This is what, while the rest of the world are looking at this person, how did he do that? How is he so smart? Within just less than a minute, you've got to know how leaders read. It's not going to IIT or Harvard. It's just identifying strategies, patterns. You automatically stand out. Congratulations, guys. Okay, Simran says, how do we find the patterns? Yes. There are different strategies to find the pattern. when it comes to reading newspapers, reading WhatsApp, reading technical books, reading self-help books, every book has a pattern. And I've gone ahead and simplified to about 7 patterns, which will quickly be able to make you stand up and absorb that information to comprehend better. In fact, I'll be sharing you 1 pattern with you today. Good stuff, guys, so far? Are you seeing how leaders, I want you to experience how leaders, like whichever leader, Robin Sharma, Tony Robbins, anyone you look up to, they're at ease. It's much easier for them. This is what makes them easy. All right, guys, let's move ahead. Yes, sorry. Now, here's another aha moment I want to give to you guys with the introduction of 80-20 rule. Yes. Now let's come back to the book. All right. Now, anyone has any idea about 80-20 rule? Can you type in the chat box, guys? Anyone has any idea about 80-20 rule? Have you heard about 80-20 rule in your professional world? Let me see in the chat. Okay, let's see. Okay, principle, awesome. Amit says, Pawan has heard it. Okay, Chaitanya, everyone have heard it. But you know, these are concepts in different industries you apply, but unfortunately we never apply when it comes to reading. It's so easy, and I want you to really see yourself and feel how good it is when you apply. Things become so easy in life. What do I mean by 80-20 rule? This is the thing, guys. Every author has and follows the 80 as well as the 20%. While 80% is the fillers, the stories, the facts, I call it as the unimportant stuff. Why does he have to put this 80%? Because to be honest, the author wants to make his point, his discoveries completely understood with every person of every age who picks up this book. And that's the reason he adds stories, facts, logic, whatever he can think about, so that each person who picks up the book has a wow experience. Now, once you get that idea what the author is saying, is there a necessity to go ahead and read further stories about that point to get it more clear? No, right? The 20% is that percent which is the most important thing. And remember, this 20% differentiates from person to person. The reason why they bought this book differs. And they're looking for that value, 20% value, always. And they apply that, they implement, they apply. They don't have to go through further stories. They just want the concept, they want to apply in their life and then see a change. That's enough. No more stories, no more facts, no more history about that strategy, that story. Are you able to understand over here, guys? 80-20 rule. The 80 is always the unimportant, the fillers. The 20 is the most important for you. And that changes from person to person. And that's the reality, guys. Now, I want to make it much easier for you. Here's an example I want to give you. Just imagine there's a fact book of 400 pages. You just need to figure out that 20%, that only 80 pages. You don't have to go through all those rest of the pages. It's as simple as that. I want you to take the control back over here when you read. While the rest of the people lose out the opportunity to grow just because it's fad, like, oh my God, I'm getting bored. I can't read this. It's too much. And they keep it in their bookshelf, while you as leaders can quickly go ahead and go at ease that it's just 80 pages. I have to finish it off. How is this realization, guys? Are you able to get that? Okay, Amit says, how do we figure it out? There are different strategies on how to figure it out, guys. And that's when you have to go ahead to drills. And that's called as value reading mastery. While I share you those 7 strategies on how to identify those patterns, which is so important for me, life becomes easier. And that is what I have discovered. Reading so many books, going through so many programs and everything, I have discovered that value reading mastery. Now, if you got to know this, how much time will it save for you guys? Just imagine that. How much of frustration would have reduced down. Long emails, you can quickly go ahead and read it by identifying the patterns of that important information, the need of that hour information, which is valuable, which will be a game changer for you at that moment. Is this valuable for you to know about this, guys? This is what I want to share with you guys. They're about different patterns. Once you get to know all about drills, practicing, identifying quickly within the first 2 or 5 minutes of going ahead deep. Because I'll be very honest over here, guys. Every person, when they open a book, a PDF file, whatever they're reading, they just read like this. They were doing something else, and then all of a sudden, they shift and they read very casually. But now, I want you to start reading like with strategy so that you really get absorbed or identify. In fact, I'll be very honest over here, and I want to tell you one thing over here, guys. Let me know. Most people, when they read, they kind of feel it's an ihsan, that I am a favor you're doing to the author that I'm reading. It's on the author to make it really exciting for me. Because the author did not make it exciting, I didn't read it. Don't most people approach like this? I want you to think about it, guys. Isn't this true, guys? Most people don't put the efforts. The author has got success. He has written it. It's ours. It is up to us to build up that strategic mind to go ahead and pull that thing at ease. But what happens is most of them like read, yeah, it was nothing. I don't like the author, or it's boring. We do kind of do a favor upon the author and expect the author to make me motivated, give me something interesting. Isn't that true, guys? Type in the chat box, guys, if you have seen that or felt that in the past, not during these 2 days, 3 days. Is this clear, guys? Is there something, any challenge over here, guys? Disturbance happening over here? Since he says yes. At the bottom. At the bottom is just black, guys. There's nothing inside. You're not missing out anything. It's Zoom problem, so that's something which we should be okay with that. Okay. And this is what I have discovered, different patterns, and I want to share with you in this value reading mastery, guys. Okay. Now let's go ahead to the next slide. How do leaders comprehend? Now you got to know readers read for value. And today's is all about comprehension, right? Now I want to give you an insight so that you really understand how easy it is to comprehend like real leaders. I'm talking about like leaders like Obama who happen to read a lot. I'm talking at that level leadership. I'm not talking about anyone else. And that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm just seeing your chat. That's the reason it's on the extreme right. Okay, hope this is better right now, guys. So for that, are you ready for an activity, guys? Ready for that? Awesome. Okay. So here's the thing. How many of you have played dumb shirts over here, guys? Let me know. Have you played dumb shirts? Do you know what dumb shirts is all about? Very simple. Dumb shirts is they give a chit, a word, a movie, and then your teammates have to guess what it is. Okay, very simple. So once the first time when they say like this Hindi, this English, Hindi, Bollywood, and they guess an actor's name, the team starts guessing every movie of that actor. The focus is like, okay, for example, the movie was Devdas, and the first thing the teammates guess like Shah Rukh Khan, like Dil Chahta Hai, not Dil Chahta Hai, Devda or whatever. They start talking. They give a list of all the movies. Their focus is completely on Shah Rukh Khan's movies, not about Juhi Chawla or anything. It's only Shah Rukh Khan, right? This is how they play. Yes, you play. Okay, good. This strategy which I'm sharing with you is kind of an influence with dumb shirts. Okay, so that's the reason I wanted to introduce dumb shirts. Now, this is a competition right now. Within the next 5 seconds maximum, I'll be showing you a picture. I want to know who will identify what I'm showing. All right, very simple. The picture, I'm just showing 1/3 of the whole picture, and I want to see who can guess it right. Very, very simple. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Type in the chat box, guys. Who has guessed it right? Let me see. Hey, who's that first? Oh my God, okay. Hussein, I guess Hussein is the first person to guess it. Let me see, who was that first person? Okay, yes, Amit Sardar. Congratulations, Amit. How do you identify, guys? Just 1/3, you were able to tell me the whole picture. This is how good your brain is. When it comes to picture, anything, you are able to figure it out much faster. Now, if I had to show you for the slides, your mind will be prepared. Okay, Taj Mahal, Sharjah, all this thing might be coming up. If I was doing a different presentation, your mind is completely into that, right? Zone. You're strategically thinking about that so that you can get more information. Now, with that said, let's see how we can apply the same concept when it comes to reading. Ready for that, guys? All of you, do you have your books ready, guys? Everyone, do you have your books ready? It's about time we have the books ready. Your Pawan says within a second. Awesome. Now, before that, I want to ask you a question. This strategy which I'm sharing with you is called as focused reading. Okay? Now, with that said, tell me, why does an author write his content? I'm talking about author is male or female. Divide that whole content into small sentences, paragraphs. Why into small paragraphs, bigger paragraphs? Why does he not write in one whole page like an essay? Why does an author divide the whole content into paragraphs? Tell me, guys. Okay, ready for now? Amit says travel. Okay, you've been traveling, that's the reason. Tell me, for better grasping, I want all of you to take part over here, guys. I want to understand, because once you know, give me me a feedback, I can get to know, are we in the same page? Tell me, why are these paragraphs? Why is the author structuring in paragraph? Why do you write stuff in paragraphs? Whether it's in WhatsApp, whether it's in Facebook, wherever it is, why do we go ahead and write in paragraphs? So that it can be a book to sell nonsense. Okay, special message in every para, good one. Kabir says to the point. Okay, what about the rest of you guys? Come on, I want all of you to take part over here, guys. Think about it. Okay, Chaitanya says readability. Okay, good. Come on, guys. Come on, I want all of you to. For the context, Hussein says can be easily readly. Okay, para changes when topic changes. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. You're right. Each paragraph talks about one main idea. That's the reason why an author makes, or we all write stuff in paragraph, like introduction, main points, then technical stuff, then the summary of what was written. We always write in this because it becomes much easier for the reader to read. Okay, good stuff. Now, what I want you to do over here, just like in the photograph I shared with you 1/3 of the pic, you were able to guess the whole picture. Now, what I want you to do over here is open a new chapter. Okay, open a new chapter. Any chapter. Okay, let me see. Can you switch on your cameras, guys? Come on, guys. I want all of you to take part over here. It's all about action right now. Okay. Priyanka, hi. Thanks for switching on the camera. Suman, Amit. I want everyone to take part over here, guys. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Should we give some time for everyone? Okay. Suman. Okay, good. Deepak. All right. Good. Now, you remember yesterday, the last thing, the last secret I shared with you is look at the book. So when you're opening the first chapter, there is a title as you. I hope this title of that chapter. Put this, for example, like this. I hope you have like that. I want you to look at the title. Whatever you're able to read through the title, observe, smile, looking at that. Think about a positive thought. For example, out of the darkness, I'm just visualizing a very nice dark night and appreciating how calm it is. And I'm smiling at that page, looking at that title. I want you to do the same thing. Okay? Look at the title, appreciate whatever information, whatever image you're able to get, visualize that, appreciate that, and I want you to start reading the first line using your finger. Start reading slowly and then slowly and start increasing your pace. I want you to do that first. Okay? Go ahead. Keep on smiling and keep on reading with your finger movement. Come on, guys, everyone. Is it a much smoother, better experience right now? I want to know, guys. Are you feeling much comfortable with that book, with that page, with that reading? Type in the chat box, guys. Come on, I'm going to know over here. How's it going on from so far? Real says yes. What about everyone? Nas, feeling more intimacy. Kabir, okay, good. Deepak, Niveni, okay. Simran, I want to hear from you. Suhail, awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, with that thought, okay, everyone are on the same page. You're connecting, right? Good. Now, I want you to become a leader who reads with a comprehension, with a special strategy. Remember, every paragraph talks about one idea, right? The first few lines will talk about the introduction of that idea. So once you start reading the first 3 lines, I want you, rather than just reading like this, I want you to judge what is coming up. What is this author going to talk about? I want you to have that thought process so that your brain is like in tune. Okay, he's talking about a story. He went to the park. Okay, park. He's talking about walking in the park. Introduction. Whatever is coming up in your mind, I want you to frame it, and you're seeing, you have that mind frame and you're reading with that. And guess what? After reading the 3-4 lines, continue to read. And when you finish that paragraph, take a moment and realize, did you guess it right or did you guess it wrong? I want you to have a gamification with the book now. Did you guess it right or did you guess it wrong? You might be wrong sometimes, you might be correct. But guess what? In this process, it's just like a video game. You know, if your kids or you have played video games, you kind of guess, okay, oh, here's the shooter, you hit him, or you might be wrong. And as you're going in the same game, you become better. You know the game structure, the fundamentals, the idea, the strategies, you become much, much better. And that's when the game, you become much, much better. The same way, I want you to have a gamification as you're reading. Good stuff, guys. Now, let's continue and let's see how it is. I want you to go ahead, smile, read it, and first 3 lines, take a pause and just put a guess in your mind. Okay, introduction. Okay, something, a new house entry, something, and then as you read at the end, take a 1-2 second pause. Was I right? Was I wrong? Was I 50% right? Was I 50% wrong? You can guess it like that. But I want you to feel good. You know, it's like that. It's like that dumb shits. Okay, I guessed it right. Good. At least 50%, I get 50 marks. 50% marks of that score. That's what I want you to generate. Feel that excitement. Because when you do that, it becomes so easy, guys. This is one of the strategies which I want to share with you. It becomes much, much easier and fun. 1, 2, 3, start. I'll time you up for about 1 minute, guys. Go ahead and smile and continue to read every paragraph. Before the paragraph, think introduction. What is it all about? And then continue reading. Increase your pace. First 3 lines, you can go slow, then increase. Okay? It's up to you. As you get to know more, as you're guessing right, you automatically read, your fingers will move fast. And you have more fun. Come on, guys. All of you guys. Samantha, welcome over here. Nitish, welcome over here. Jyoti, welcome. I hope everything is fine over here at YouTube. Thank you for coming down over here. I hope my voice and everything is clear. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Go ahead and read, guys. Use your finger, Deepak Gupta. When you use your finger, you touch. There's kind of some kind of a more connection you build up, guys. I want you to have more control, not give away that control to the book. I want you to gain control. And you enjoy this process. All of you continue to read, guys. You're doing a good job. Continue to read. Okay, stop. Okay, guys. How is it right now? You know what? I want to mute you guys. Let me hear from you guys. Suhail, can you unmute yourself and tell me how is the experience going on?
It's super amazing, sir. Super duper amazing.
All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Are books enjoyable right now?
Yes, yes.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. Thank you very much, Suhail. Remember, guys, before video came, we had Mahatma Gandhi, we have Swami Vivekananda. All these people, how did they become so knowledgeable? Through books, right? And now in this era, it's only videos. It's interaction. That's when I learn. And I want to bring back that. And guess what? Books are cheaper from programs or meeting someone, going to a live event and learning. And I want you to take back that control and enjoy yourself.
Amazing. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, good. What about Kabir? Let me hear from Kabir. Unmute yourself, guys. Let's connect.
Oh, actually, it's a great experience as far as I'm concerned, because I feel like the narrative person myself. So I continue my reading like so. Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. What about Deepak? Deepak, can you unmute yourself? Deepak, I think so you're stuck. What about Pawan?
Just now I joined the program. Okay, so I just joined on this third day. Okay, so considering this PPT and all your story, I like your all the things and your all energy. Okay, actually I love to read many books. Okay, but I have many books. It's more than 30 or 35. I start the book just for 2 3 initial chapters, then after I left the books. Okay, so I wish I could understand very well your all program. Yeah.
Pawan, everyone has gone through the same process. That's the reason they have come here, and they really have gone through the day 1, day 2, and they really feel good. So you're part of the same group. Everyone is facing the same thing, and now they feel good because they got to know new strategies, new discoveries, self-discoveries about how good they really are. So welcome over here. Be part of this group, this journey with us, and you definitely start loving books more. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and move further for the next slide. All right. So this was one of the strategies which I shared with you guys. This is called as my focus reading over here, guys. As I shared over here, it's all about, okay, this was a big, okay, I'm using my mouse. It might be a bit slow. So we practiced over here. So here's the thing, next question, guys. How many of you have experienced this? Rereading sentences, words, paragraph for better comprehension. Type in the chat box, guys. How many of you have experienced that? Or you have done that? I want you to be very honest with you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Good, good, good. What if you knew a formula where you could comprehend 50 to 70% in the first reading, guys? How will that make you feel, guys? How many more books would you read? How much time would you have saved yourself if you knew the secret to comprehend 50 to 70%, irrespective of which book you pick, document you pick? The first, reading for value, identifying the pattern quickly, and then applying comprehension strategies. How will that make you feel, guys? Type in the chat box. Let me know your comments. This is what, guys, I will be talking about more detail over here, where I call it as the leadership comprehension mastery. Remember, it is mastery over here, and that is what I do. Strategies, comprehension drills, that's when we get results. And I shared you one of the strategy right now, and all of you had an amazing experience. How about you get to know the next level of 50 to 70%? How would that make you feel, guys? Excited, guys? this is what I have for you on the table, which I'll be talking in more detail pretty soon. Let me see in the chat if everything is fine. My mouse is not working. This is what I have. Okay, guys, good. I have to cooperate with my mouse, with whatever it is, and move further. Okay, guys. Okay, just hold on a minute. If I use my headphone again, let me see if it's working. Fine or not. Give me a moment. I want to. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is fine, right? Okay.
Sir.
All right, guys, let's move faster here. So this is what I call as the leadership comprehension blueprint, guys. I will share you different strategies where you are able to learn and then try it on you on comprehension drills, because drills is my secret, guys, for results. That is what I'm really good at, and that's what I really want to help people with. And that's when you get positive results, and that is what you have experienced, right? Do you all agree with me, guys? Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now, next question. How many of you often get distracted, bored while reading? Prior to this, okay, find yourself wasting time while reading. I want you to be very honest with me, guys. How many of you have been experiencing this, doing this? You have this desire to read this book. Like Pawan actually told, I have so many books, 30 books, but when I read after a few pages, I get bored. I'm not anymore interested. How many of you want to overcome this challenge? If you want, this is what I talk about it in the Focus Leadership Blueprint. Because I want you to make sure that within that 10 minutes of reading, what if you could use? Because to be honest, most people waste 20 to 50% of their time when they sit down to read, thinking about something, mind wandering, looking at the phone, and it is a very small percentage of actual reading. Isn't that true, guys? Tell me in the chat box, guys. Am I making sense over here? Guys, I can't see anyone commenting over here. I want to know if we are all on the same page. Okay, there is something very true. And this is what I want to share to you guys. Is my focus leadership formula. If you are spending 10 minutes, you have to basically be completely focused, hooked into that, so that you are able to easily comprehend faster, retain faster, and able to be more productive. And that is what I want to share with you guys. Focus is not about, often because of this lack of focus, there's so many books lying over there unread. Opportunity completely missed out. Isn't that true, guys? We had that desire because of our interest, our concentration. Those books have not added any value in our lives. What if you could solve this focus problem, which most people have? Will that additional 20 books reading benefit you, empower you guys? Let me know, guys. Awesome. And that's what I talk about, guys, in my Focus Leadership Blueprint. Now let's move further. Now tell me, let's be very honest. How many of you forget what you read? How many of you at work, when you're going ahead and doing a project, you've gone through the document, you work hard, and then in the board meeting, someone talks about the document after 1 week, you're not able to recall where did I put the document in your laptop, under which file was it? And you're not able to show in the board meetings. You're not able to remember people's name. What if you were able to remember and recall what you just read? Because my coach tells this, there are two costly words which affect everyone. It is, I forgot. I forgot to send an email. I forgot to follow up. I forgot to talk to her. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. And then you're embarrassed. Have you experienced that? What if you're able to remember? I'm not talking about remember from the book. How about you remember what conversations happened? You know, I remember when I was working in L'Oreal, when we were having short breaks, you know, a lot of juicy stuff would come up, gossip, okay? There's an opportunity over here. The project has been moved over here. It's been extended over here. All this juicy, important stuff for my growth of my career would be there. Then all of a sudden, I would get a message saying that please come back, there's an issue. And I would hurry back on my desk. And I would be completely into that. And this opportunity, I would just forget. And get, please be completely into that. And losing the opportunity. What if you knew how do you remember what you read? Not just reading, but even conversations. And that's what I talk about, guys. How do leaders are able to remember people's name? How do leaders are able to remember what they read from the book and they're able to empower, inspire people? Is this powerful, guys? If you knew that formula, guys, let me know. Let me know in the chat box, guys. Are you able to listen to me, guys? Is my voice audible? I'm getting few comments that I'm not able to hear the voice. Is this audible? Okay, Kabir says yes. Please mute yourself. Awesome, guys. Now the next thing, guys. How many of you have to read a lot of emails, PDF files, documents for your work? Let me know in the chat box, guys. All of you who are there part of this. Power, Naveen, okay, I want to hear Prabin, Priyanka, Shilpa, Simran, Subrato, Suhail, Suman, all of you, Suman Anand, everyone. I want to know how many of you have to read a lot of emails, project documents, or in short, often have to compromise with family time because you have to spend your family time gets used up for your office reading time. How many of you have to do this? Bringing your office reading time at your home. Right now in COVID, most of our time is getting used up in office reading with this. Emails, documents. What if you knew a formula? Well, in fact, I'll tell you, one of my clients who had come down to me, he was from a very top company in Bangalore. And he had about 5 projects under him, and he had many people. And he came down to me because he had to read daily 400 emails. And every email he was CC'd. And he told me this thing, very honest story. Saud, you know how it is in the corporate politics? You are the head, you are CC'd. Anything, any issue comes, you are blamed. Every pinpoint. I had to be up to the mark and get to know what is happening every time. Even at the night, I'm looking at the emails, what it is. My wife is sleeping, I'm still reading those emails so that everything is going fine. I'm always stressed out. My wife always complains. This was his major problem. And he came down for coaching. And this is what he had to say. I've taken the speed reading course, hence have the first-hand experience. I can say over here, I get more than 400 emails daily and both online and print. After taking the course, my speed reading has doubled. Now I'm able to go through all artifacts well on time and also find free time. How many of you want to have this experience? When you're able to finish off, whether it's a certificate which you're trying to do, finish it off much, much faster. I know a lot of us are doing certifications, but it's just lagging over there because we are hooked up in our office work. If I could share your formula, how do you read online data on the screen, on your mobile phones, much, much faster? Will that help you guys? Will that benefit in your career? I want you to start thinking about that. This is what I talk about mastery. If you knew all the tools, the techniques, how do you go about it? How would that make you empowered? your professional life, your personal life. For me, it impacted. My job contract got extended because I was able to perform, read more stuff at ease. Before that, I was always stressed out. Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Stressed out. When I got to know that, the formula, it became much, much easier. Next thing. Remember one of the person had told me yesterday, I guess, Saud, how do we select the right book? We have so many books. We have bought books based on referrals, based on recommendations, based on the reviews, based on bestsellers. But when we sat down to read, I'm no more connected with that book. I'm no more interested. How many of you want to know a formula, which I call it as the book dating formula? In identifying the right book where you are hooked to finish as well as implement the learnings of that book. Will that be a game changer for you guys? Let me know, guys. I want to make sure this becomes really powerful for you. With that said, guys, this is what I will be covering up, guys. Value reading, getting that 20%, identifying the pattern, whether you're reading online or technical, every book. Comprehension mastery, getting that 50 to 70% in the first reading. Focus, leadership, blueprint, making sure that you completely have an unshackled focus, irrespective whether you're lazy, your energy is low, you should be able to go ahead and be more productive at that given time. How do you do that? Leadership memory. How are you able to remember what you just read so that you can speak confidently in front of people, whether it's a board meeting, whether it's one-to-one. Next, online and technical reading. How are you able to finish reading all those emails, documents, and come back and have a great quality time? Last, how do you go ahead and select the right book so that you are hooked? Just like all these days, you got that excitement, you saw that, you felt that. How about you want to continue this for the rest of your life? Will this be powerful, guys? And this is what I want to introduce, guys, a 4-week result program, which I call it as the Success Learning Mastery, where I will be covering all this. This is my program for you. Now, here's something which I'm very proud of this program I want to share with you. Why is this different? You know, during this era, you might have come across many programs, but I'll tell you, I believe in mastery. You have seen on day one, so many of you people, I was able to make you do that, have that aha moment, and you got to know how good you are. It only happens in a mastery program. And when I say mastery, is when there is live sessions part of the program. Because when with my programs, I saw a lot of people watching the recordings, but I do not know whether they really got their reading speed increase or not. And that's the reason I believe in mastery. 4 weeks, 4 live sessions, 2 hours each, so that you really get the juice of this much, much faster. Plus a one-on-one session, whatever challenges you have, what is the goal you have, that's what I really want to be part of your success. That's the reason I say a success learning mastery. And mastery only happens when we work together. Because I believe this is something which my mentor told me. So it should be like a marriage. Marriage happens when both of them work together. It does not happen with one puts the efforts and the other does not. Recorded videos, other programs which I've seen is students at their own willpower, they go ahead. But when there's a live session, the results come out faster, and you are testifying for that. The results you have seen for yourself, how good you are. And there's one more thing. I don't want you to end after 4 weeks. You get access to all the recordings, plus you can still come back and attend the live sessions even after 4 weeks. In short, you have access to me, to the live sessions, to the recordings, to the new videos, live. And the best part is, you are able to enlighten your whole family. Just imagine your family, your wife, everyone upgrading their reading skills, getting to know better, reading more books. How will that environment be? This is not one person, one login. It is one login per family. Because I really want to create a community where we're really empowering each other. Because that's when amazing things happen, amazing success stories. As you can see, the success stories which you saw day 1, day 2, 3, it would have not happened if I just gave you a webinar. Okay, this is the thing. Come on, guys, do this. It will not happen. I'm very honest because it did not work out for me. To be very honest, when someone sat with me and made me do that, I was able to see myself improve much, much faster. Because I want everyone to be excited with reading because we all need to know how good we are. And in these 2, 3 days, I hope I was able to show you how good you are. It's just that getting to know the right strategies. Just imagine your son, if you have a son, he also wants to read. What's the best gift you can give to your child? Reading books, learning faster. Father, mother, everyone going in, getting hooked into this. Is it worth, guys? I want you to realize over here and I want you to feel good over here because it's all about mastery. And this is why I said the entire family. You know, when I say entire family, your kids can also come on live and ask questions. Your wife can come down and ask questions. I'm not asking this. And that's the power of my program. That's the reason it is different. Because I want everyone, because I will have a bigger vision. I want to make sure everyone are entitled because everyone can become real readers. There's no need to become average performer. We can, it's just the right way to show. And this is what I have for you guys. Success Learning Mastery. And to make it more exciting, did I miss out something? Okay, something happened over here. 1 minute. Okay, something is happening. Why is this stuck today? So this is what I have, guys. A value of 15,000 is this what I have for you, for your entire family. Plus, I'm also giving you bonus. The recordings of all these live sessions, plus my ebook. To make sure, read faster now so that you can go ahead and further. And then, readers are leaders. The right leaders who read, they also earn more. Because I want you to go ahead and feel that confidence. So if you go ahead and refer people into this program, I'm going ahead and giving you 30% commission. I want us to all have a win-win situation. Is this exciting, guys? And for you staying over here, I have a special offer over you guys. These are the 3 bonuses. It's not going to be 15,000. It's just going to be 4,999. This is what I have. 4 weeks, 4 live sessions. Everywhere is mastery. Let me just go ahead and share you the link for the payment. I have the payment over here, link. I'll be sharing it over here. And you can go ahead and enroll. This is for the people who are attending right now, guys. This is the offer. I will be there. The timing of the session we'll be doing on Tuesday, the live sessions. You will be having recordings. When you log in, I'll give you a date when you'll get access to all the recordings of the leadership program. You will have recordings. You can learn on your own, but I believe in mastery. That's the reason you'll have. Okay, Naveen, the dollar would be amount I need to calculate over here. It would be approximately somewhere around $77, I guess. All right, so this is what I have. Give me and just type in the chat. You will be giving a PayPal link. For the rest of you, this is what it is. How many more years do you want to stop yourself from going this way? Straightforward question. If you still want to stop yourself, leave that book over there and say, "Chalta hai, dekhte hain." It's up to you. But if you want to take this journey further, you saw this, how good we both can when we work together. The results which can be produced. If you want to continue here, this is the offer I have for you guys. Just $4.99. Plus there will be transaction charges on this. You have to just go ahead and click on the screen over here. Normal 15,000, $4.99. Click over here, and then you're all set. Just share it on the live. Here's the link, guys. This is a time to take action. If you want to see yourself improve, get to know how good you are, it's time to take action, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Is there anything which is stopping you? Let me know over here, guys. It's all about taking action. Kabir, Suhail, Pawan, Deepak, Chaitanya, Simran, Naveen. How many more years you want to stay in that same level? You've got to know how good this system can help you. You saw the results, how good you are. It's about time you want to take it. And it's not only for you, it's for your entire family. Yes, entire family, for your rest of your life. This is what I have for you guys. In fact, I want to just also share you the testimonials of I have been doing. So this is something which I have always shared. If you see over here, you see over here. Because I know I'm good. I produce results. It's about time. You can see the results. You saw this thing. This was the previous batch. As everything is loading, you can see the number of testimonials I have. Feeling awesome, reading faster, able to remember. This is for yourself. If you want, if you have still doubts, I will share you this link if you want. Okay, what do I, this is what we have the program. Okay, let me just share you. Once again, we have getting questions. Share on the slide. Sorry. So this is what we get, guys. There will be recordings of these videos. First, you'll get the recording so that you can go ahead and watch on your own at the go. But on every Tuesday, there will be live sessions on how do you read, value reading mastery. How do you get that 20% from that book? Okay, leadership comprehension. How are you able to comprehend much, much better? That 50 to 70% in the first reading. How do you have an unshakable focus? Because I know we waste the time and that's when we lose interest. How do we maintain that high level of focus? How do we remember? All these videos are available for you. Plus the recording of today's session is also given to you as a bonus. And you have live session. Plus you'll have a one-on-one. So we have an action plan. In those one-on-one, basically what happens is I try to understand what is that your niche, what is that you really want to learn, and we put a plan, a 12-month, a 3-month, a 6-month plan. Every month, what am I concentrating on? And that's how you identify books, whether it's online blogs, and you're going ahead and reading and implementing. That is what I'll be covering. Hope that was clear for you. Does anyone have any questions over here, guys? Let me see over here. This is the program which we have over here to make sure it is, my time is well spent over here and your time is also well spent over here, guys. It's a game changer. How many more years do you want to be in the same level? If you still are happy with that, it's okay. What if this could really help you in your promotion? What if you're able to get more confident? This investment. your child, your wife, yourself. How will that make you feel? And remember, I do have a referral. You go to the program, you go ahead and share your testimonial, and through you, you refer others, just 3 people, you get back your money. It's a win-win situation. So here's the thing, guys. It will be for a limited time over here. If you have any questions over here, let me just put the link over here once again. If you have any questions, here I am. It's time to take action right now. If there's no action, we stay in the same level. If there's action, we will go ahead and do it. If I didn't take action with that MBA, I would not be here speaking with you. So this is what I have. What if it could be a game changer for you, this program? It's live, 2 hours. You have seen the results what students have produced. You can also produce the results. It's time to decide. Do you have any questions from Pravin, Subratro, Shilpa, Deepak, Chaitanya, Niveni, Pravan, Sam, Suhail? If you do not have any questions, then I think so we are coming to an end over here. Thank you very much, guys, for your time. This offer will be there today till 12 p.m., guys. And it goes back to 15,000. Yes. People to take action, they get rewarded. If you are still thinking tomorrow, come back, it will be for 15,000. I want to reward you for putting the time over here, and this is what I have for you guys. So think about it. You have to 12 p.m. tonight. Is it worth? You saw the results. Now decide. Okay? Do we have some questions? So this is the thing, guys. If you have any challenges, you can go ahead and also go ahead with a 1,000 deposit, and then you can go ahead and pay the remaining. Well, if this helps, I'm ready to help the right people. So this offer is only open right now. I'll create the payment link. If you're really interested over here, you can do a deposit of 1,000 right now, and then you can do it within 1 week. If this is something, because I want to help those people who are really hungry. And that's the fun part. So here, if this helps, let me know. Right now, you have this opportunity. If we end this call right now, this opportunity will be lost. So I want all of you to think about this. If you have no questions over here, guys, thank you so much over here. It was an amazing session over here. I wish you all the very best and take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.